This is the all-new Itel A90. It's a new entry-level device from Itel, and it is similarly priced with the Redmi A5. It is good to have some competition at this price point so that consumers can have a lot to choose from. It is priced around 89,900 naira for the 3 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage option, which can also mean around $60. And it's also priced around 99,500 naira for the 4 gigs of RAM and the 128 gigs of storage option. So, who should buy the Itel A90? And is it even worth considering above the competition? Well, in this video, you'll find out right after you hit the like button and that subscribe button. Our new aim is 3,000 subscribers. Thank you. Now, let's dive into review properly. Unboxing the Itel A90, you're greeted with everything you will need to get started with this device: the phone itself, a pair of earphones, a Type-C cord, a 15-watt charging brick, and a dark case. There are some brands that are more expensive than this, and you wouldn't get the Type-C cord and you wouldn't get a dark case. So it is nice that in 2025, we still have Itel that is giving us everything in the box. Nice. Just as I've said in the Redmi A5 review, the Itel A90 doesn't look like a premium phone, I won't lie to you, and it doesn't feel like a premium phone. It is entirely made out of plastic, but the camera bump is glossy while the entire body has this matte finish, which simply means it doesn't attract fingerprint smudges. It has a rounded frame, which makes it easy and comfortable to hold for a long time. It is also IP54 dust and splash resistant rated. Just as I've said in the Redmi A5 review, it is not water resistant, so don't take your phone swimming, but it will definitely survive 1 or 2 splashes. All buttons and ports are exactly on the same spot. We have a mono speaker setup and an headphone jack underneath, and at the side we have the volume keys and the power button that also double as a fingerprint scanner. And you know, it's not the fastest in the world, but it works 8 out of 10 times ish. 8 out of 10 times. It doesn't work every time, but when it works, it works. And the phone also supports 2 SIM card and an SD card slot, which will definitely come in handy for those people that have an SD card and also have 2 SIM card at the same time. The Itel A90 have few color variants: the black, the blue, green, and titanium. But to me, I prefer this black. It just looks really clean. Let me know your favorite color down below in the comments. The Itel A90 has a 6.6-inch IPS LCD display with a refresh rate of 90 Hz. This display is big and responsive to touch, and because it is 90 Hz, it is also a little bit smoother, if you know what I mean. And the same thing I said in my Redmi A5 review applies here. If you are not someone that is obsessed over pixels, or you watch a ton of YouTube videos or Netflix at max settings, you will not have problem using this display for your day-to-day activities. The display is big and consuming content is okay. It's not so great because it's the mono speaker setup. It will have been better if this device has a stereo speaker setup. The Itel A90 has a really thick bezel, and looking at it the first time I wanted to complain, but I remember the competition, the Redmi A5. It is exactly the same. To be honest, you can't really ask for more at this price point. Power in the Itel A90 is the Unisoc T7100 chipset with either 3 GB of RAM or 4 GB of RAM and up to 128 GB of storage option. And again, reduce or totally manage your expectations. This phone isn't for every user or every task. It is really reliable at handling basic tasks like calls, WhatsApp, Instagram, and some light web browsing, and some casual gaming like Subway Surfers and Candy Crush, just like its competition. And I kid you not, you will experience lags if you play for long hours. But anything beyond that, like multitasking with multiple apps, running demanding games, it starts to struggle significantly. And I will always advise you or always recommend you to save a little bit more and go for the higher variant, like the 4 GB of RAM variant and the 128 GB of storage option, because in 2025 3 GB of RAM variants cannot handle basic multitasking. One downgrade I wasn't happy with the Itel A90 is the fact that it doesn't come with Android 15 at all. It comes with Android 14 right off the box. I mean the full Android 14 skin. And with this kind of chipset, I am wondering how they did it. I was expecting Android 15 the Go edition, just like on the Redmi A5. The user interface looks simple and clean and not so confusing. The icons are big and noticeable. We still have the dynamic bar here. We have Ivana here, the Itel Google Assistant. Then we have the ability to virtually increase the RAM, which I don't think it is necessary and useful anyway. Itel also added standby mode, and it is just simple. It tells the time in a landscape mode when it is plugged in. And because it's still an entry-level device, we still have bloatware on this device and unnecessary apps, but you can always uninstall them, right? And Itel did not promise any year of software update, but give or take, you should be expecting 1 year of major Android updates. Where the Itel A90 really shines is in the battery life, right? It comes with a 5000 mAh battery, which by today's standard, it is more than enough to last a full day. You can easily get through 2 days or even more if you are not a power user. It is that straightforward. And charging is at 15 watts, which isn't fast by today's standard at all. 18 watts could have been better, right, by today's standard. Expect around 2 hours, 30 minutes to 3 hours to charge your device from 0 to 100. As I've said in my Redmi A5 review, it is again all this charge overnight kind of phone. On the back of the Itel A90, we get a standard 13 megapixel main shooter, and up front we have a 5 megapixel selfie camera. No ultra wide, no macro. For $60, that is what we have. Again, just like the Redmi A5, photos in good lighting condition comes out decently. You will get okay detail and color, but again, this is not a phone you buy for camera performance. Video also maxes out at 1080p 30 frames per second max, just like the Redmi A5. Again, this is just a get the job done camera setup. I don't think anybody buying the Itel A90 is buying it specifically for its camera performance. The Itel A90, in my opinion, is not far from the Redmi A5, and throughout the video, I have been referencing it if you take notes. They are similar in specs and price, and personally, I don't think anyone is better than the other. They are both entry-level devices, and I am happy that we have more options to choose from. So if you have 100,000 naira or you need an entry-level device, which would you go for? The Itel A90 or the Redmi A5? Let me know down below in the comments. That is my review on the Itel A90. Thank you so much for watching as always. Please and please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And if you want more videos like this, please smash that subscribe button. Again, our aim is 3,000 subscribers and we are almost there. Thank you so much for watching again. And as always, love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.